Hey, this is Red Band with DeathSquad.tv with a review of the PS Vita. It's the new handheld from PlayStation, Sony. It's not too far different from the original PSP that came out several years ago. It's actually a little bit bigger. Screen's a lot better. I've had it for a week or so now, and I've been playing a lot with it. Unfortunately, the first couple days I had it, I didn't have any games except the game that came with it, which unfortunately was this game, Little Deviants. And yeah, that's a free game for sure. So I downloaded. One of the cool things about this is it really makes you pushes you to download video games. So when a new game comes out, like Touch My Katamari, which is my favorite game on the system. It came out, I think, today. But when you either have the choice to go to a store and buy it, so you can actually have a little cartridge unit that you can lose, or you can just download it at a little bit of a discount right off the device itself. Now that is awesome, and I still feel weird about doing it though, because I feel like I want to own something, you know. But I can see myself. This is probably the first time a unit's actually making me really rethink that, because I could see myself like today. I really wanted this game, but I was like, do I drive to Best Buy or do I just download it right away? I ended up just going to Best Buy, but I think I'm going to start buying my games through the store. Save myself some cash, because I don't really think it's necessary to have the games much. They are nice little cases, these games. Like this is Uncharted, which is one of the better ones. I find the games that have come out so far to be the best ones being Uncharted, probably. Rayman Origins, it's actually pretty fun. I'm not even a huge Rayman fan, but Touch My Katamari is my favorite one. If you're a fan of the series, it's all good. And Hot Shots Golf is actually pretty decent too if you're a golf gaming fan. I like playing video game golf. I'm not a huge fan of real golf. But anyways, the actual system, up to today, it was released today. But the last week, I wasn't feeling it as much. The system's fine, the games are fine, the controls are fine. I like the back touch screen. There's a touch screen on the actual back unit. So you can, like, when you're playing games, you can, like, pinch to zoom things and do stuff like that. So that's kind of fun. It comes in handy. I think the controls are nice. The little joysticks are nice. Everything feels good, as you expect. The screen is great. The menu system is all little applications. So, like, as an example, if you want to go into settings, you click on the setting, and it opens up, like almost like a little home page for the store. Then you have to hit it again, like click start, and then that's where you have all your settings. And that's kind of familiar with the old PlayStation, but the new menu, I'm not really feeling it too much. I'm not really a fan of the apps. I think what they had was fine before, you know, like the menu scheme on PlayStation or any kind of Sony device. So I'm not really feeling the app thing, especially since I've only had this for a week and I'm already on, like, I think I'm on 3 pages already. So you can't make folders, so that I found. So unlike an iPhone or Android or whatever, you can actually make folders and put certain games in, certain things. You can't really do that here. That I found. I haven't really fucked around with it too much, but I thought I downloaded, you know, a PSP game. See, the problem was I didn't have any games, so and I wasn't really, so I was trying to just live off of downloading games. So I downloaded a PSP game, one of my favorite old-time classics, Ghouls and Ghosts. It downloaded fast. It was a good price. I think I paid $9, $10 for it. It looks great. That's a nice load-up time. other than that, that did seem a little longer. I am installing a program right now, I think. But let's see if I can get to it. Whatever. It's Ultimate Ghouls and Ghosts and Goblins. It downloaded fine. It works fine. It usually doesn't take that long to load up. It's because I'm downloading. They just released like Facebook, Twitter, Flickr, Netflix. So they just released a bunch of applications. So now I'm starting to be like, okay, now I have a Twitter app, which is mediocre. It's not the best. It's pretty much what you would expect on a handheld gaming device, I guess. You know, it's just pretty basic. You can attach photos, though, and you can attach videos. Yeah. It usually doesn't load that slow, but as you can tell, my file management, I'm downloading and installing a bunch of shit while I'm doing this, so that's probably why. Yeah, so multitasking, it does it, kind of, but as you can tell, it's a little sluggish when it does it. But once you get into the actual game, it doesn't really affect the gameplay. It's just the startup. The Netflix app is pretty decent. I don't find myself using Netflix too much, but it's let's show it to you. Hopefully that doesn't take long because it's downloading so much stuff. I'm sure it's going to. I should totally have not done this review while I'm downloading 1,000 things. Oh well. The actual game, like here's when you click on one of the games, like let's do Katamari. When you click on one of the games, like I said, it brings up you this home page. This actually, you know, it says you can actually go to the official website, you can go to the store and buy new stuff, or you can just click in the middle and actually go right to the game. That's not the game, by the way, that's just a wallpaper. The games are fun, no problems with frame rate. The browser sucks. It's I wasn't really even looking for it. See, nowadays it's like, am I going to be really surfing the internet on this? In a pinch, maybe. There's no Flash. I don't believe there's any HTML5 on it, so it's like, you know, YouTube's pretty much pointless, which kind of sucks because it'd be nice to watch YouTube on it. Maybe there'll be an app coming out for YouTube. Overall, if there's a game that you fancy that's out for it, like if you're a big, one of these are the main ones. If you're an Uncharted fan, this is excellent. If you're a Katamari fan, this is really good. It's good. I think I prefer it over my Nintendo 3DS, wherever the fuck that thing went. I just don't, I'm not a huge fan of the Nintendo games on the Game Boy as much. They seem more child-based, where this seems more adult. The applications are okay. I don't know. If you're an owner of the original PSP and you liked it, you're going to like this. If you've never had a PSP or you never had a Sony handheld, I think you're going to like it. If there's a game, one of the games it looks good to you. One good thing though is that the store is packed full of old games from PSP. Not all of them. There was definitely a few that I wanted to see on there that weren't on there, like San Francisco Rush or the PSP Rush game. I'm just a fan of that series. But there was a lot. I mean, there wasn't all of them, but you know, this just came out today, and within the last 24 hours, it looks like they've updated maybe 20 new games to the store, both Vita games, PSP games. But when you go to the menu, you get to choose, you know, if you want PSP games, PS Vita games. They also just added something called cross-play games, which are games that you can play on your PS3, and then while you're playing on your PS3 at home, you're like, well, I got to go to work. Then you can pause it on your PS3 and continue it on this, which is pretty badass. So like you could be driving to work playing where you left off. And right now they have 2 games that do that, which looks like it's a pool game called Hustle Kings and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Now they also have PS games, like I said, PSP games. They have these things called minis, which are like small developer games. They have apps. They have demos, media. They have like you can rent movies on there. Who the fuck would do that? Like they have like new movies, whatever. So yeah, it's fine. It's exactly what you think it's going to be. If you're into portable gaming, one cool thing that they have own $5 game or $5 movies on here. This is their movie store, which hold on. They have like movies that you can download or TV shows, but they have own $5 movies. These are movies that are only $5, which I thought were cool. You can get Ghostbusters just in case, whatever. They have some pretty decent movies. The controls are nice. The touchscreen's very nice. Typing on it seems fine. Haven't had any problems typing on it. The screen's big. Battery life's about 5 hours. The memory card, you need to get. That's one of the biggest things. Make sure you get the biggest one you can afford. I got the 32 one. It was $100. It fucking sucks, but you have to do it. This is something you're going to be buying a lot of online games for, I think. So go for the largest that you can, spend whatever money you have. Just try to get the largest one you can. Don't skimp on the game card. What else? Everything's cool. This is the AT&T 3G version. I have not activated that. I'm just going off Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi signal is always strong. Downloads okay. Like it downloads pretty fast. I've been downloading shit for a while now, and it's almost done downloading 2 games and 4 apps. So, whatever. All in all, I recommend it. If you're up against the Nintendo 3DS or this, I probably would go with this based on the controls, the screen, the graphics. The 3DS is nice, but it's okay. I don't really like the screen much. I'm not a big fan of the 3D. It's okay. It's a nice gimmick, but I usually turn it off anyways. This just seems a little bit more high-tech. I would like to see Spotify on this. I would like to see some kind of Pandora, which I'm sure, will come soon, since they just got Netflix today. And, yeah, so everything else is great. I recommend it. If I were to give it a rating out of 10 stars, let's do it that way. I'd probably give it, right now, I'd probably give it a 7. Just because I'm not a fan of the menu screen, not a fan of all the apps. I think there should be some more apps. I don't know, the games, the launch games to me, they're not really my favorite. I think they need a little bit more variety. I don't think we need 1,000 race car games. I think there should be a little bit more variety in their games right now. I would like to see Call of Duty on this, because the controls and the graphics for Call of Duty, that right there would be worth buying this for if you're a Call of Duty fan, because first-person shooting is awesome, going to be awesome on this. The controls are amazing, the graphics are amazing, so it's going to be amazing. I don't know, I recommend it. I'd probably say if you're a Sony fan, if you're a PSP fan, it's a must-buy. If you're a casual gamer, maybe. If you're going to buy a 3DS or this, buy the Vita. I don't know. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. Follow me on Twitter, Redban, REDBAN. Also, you can click the link below, and that will get the cheapest price on Amazon. And don't forget to go to DeathSquad.tv, and don't forget to subscribe to us. And don't forget that Domo has nice tits. Bye!